Hello everyone, and a special thank you to Lascel, who is the pole mark of the Middle Eastern chapter of the Kappa Alpha Psi for North Carolina, for all of North Carolina, and a little bit of West Virginia, and I'll let him elaborate on that later. I'm sure I'm going to mispronounce and misspeak on a few subjects, but I'm going to try my hardest. This is Divine 9 Eyewear, where we bring that loving feeling back to glasses. I am the licensed optician behind the lens today. My name is Seymour Better, but call me Mo Better, because I'm have you seeing Mo Better looking Mo Better. And again, I'm going to show everyone else how I bring that loving feeling back to glasses when I show you Lascel. Now, Lascel went to the University of North Carolina in Greensboro. He pledged at the Mu Iota chapter. Again, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. He's getting the Kappa Alpha Psi frames. It's got the Noop on one side, the 1911 on that, and then the Kappa again at the bottom, because for social media pics I thought they would look great together. Now I'll cover all the sizes and colors that this frame comes in, but let me go ahead and get started on this. Now this is going to be about 20 to 30 minutes of me making the glasses for him from start to finish. I'm going to guide you all the way through, so let's go ahead and begin, and I'll talk you through the process along the way. Everybody wants to know, how does they know what lens to cut, and this is why. I'm going to program the shape into the computer. He is Secret Agent 7170, or as I say, installment 7,170 of my 330 million volume series of making a pair of glasses for everyone in America. So 7170, 7170, I'm hitting the start button. The clamps are shut, and a little stylus is going to go around and trace the inside bevel of the right side of the frame before doing the same thing on the left. Here at Divine 9 Eyewear, where you buy any frame, you'll get one free pair of clear single vision prescription lenses. Now that can be distance, computer, or reading. Lascel, or I'm going to use his line name, CockD'Sal, or is it CockD'Sal or CockD'Sal? Either way, again, I'll let him elaborate on that in the comments, because I'm sure I'm going to mispronounce it. But I've traced the inside of the frame, and that is the shape of the lens that I'll be cutting today. I need to enter some coordinates, starting with his pupillary distance. So these are, but I'm going to program them, these are high index lenses. If they were plastic, polycarbonate, or Trivex, I would select that, but the lens material is high index. We're going to cut these a little slowly. I'm going to put that type of bevel on there. I'm going to manually move the bevel of the frame. I'm not going to polish the edge of the lenses because they're not going to be seen. And I'm going to put a safety bevel on the back surface of the lens. We're going to move on to the next screen and enter the pupillary distance. Now the computer starts at 32.5, starting at the center of his nose and going outward in each direction. Now to his right eye is 33.5 millimeters, same for the left. So I'm going to hit the plus button at the bottom of the screen twice. It goes up in half millimeter increments till we get to 33.5. I'm going to raise the optical center up to 23. Now, he's getting the Zeiss Light D digital freeform progressive lenses. So I've already got his lenses prepped. I've got a dot for the optical center, and then there's two other dots on the side that tells me that his lens is oriented in there just perfectly. This is a Chuck, or as I like to call him, Jenny from, well, this is a block, excuse me, a block, as I like to call him, Jenny from the block. I need to attach two double-sided adhesive stickers. The black side is the sticky side. I'm going to stick that one on the first block, place it on the platform, do the same thing now for the second one. Pull the paper away to make the black side sticky. Now on the back is a silver button that is a magnet. It's going to do its job twice. The first time it's going to attach itself to another magnet here. And these are progressive lenses. So I have the three dots, one for the optical center, the other two just tells me that it's oriented in there just perfectly. So I'm going to make sure everything is going where it is supposed to go. And make sure the lens is large enough, and it is. Hit that button, the arm's going to come down, place the block onto the lens. Now I'm going to do the same thing now for the left lens. Take the lens out of the protective wrapper. Place the lens on the platform. His pupillary distance for the left eye is 32.5, so this is the left side has mirrored the right. So I'm going to back down 2 steps to 32.5, but keep the same optical center height. pull the sticker away to make the black side sticky, line up the magnet, get everything lined up where it's supposed to be, and hit that button. Again, the arm's going to come down and place the lens onto the block. And the other nice thing about Zeiss, they document everything. And so if you're buying anything from me, digital lenses and especially progressives, but how do you know what you're getting when it's invisible bifocal? How do you know what you're getting? I'm going to make sure that everyone gets these when I mail them to him. I'm going to highlight everything on here, and I'll go over all of that again. And again, these are the Zeiss Progressive Light D lenses, 100% UV A and B protection. And this is for your medical record, so the next time you go to the doctor and they casually ask you what you're wearing, just hand them this piece of paper. This is for your medical records. I've highlighted the prescription for the right eye, the left, the pupillary distance, the optical center height. These are 1.67, the high index lenses, and it has all the laser engravings to where to find the power at your doctor's office. So just hand them this and tell them that. Now, if you guys missed any of that, let me recap. Oh, it's a bad joke, but you'll be telling it tomorrow. You can steal that from me. You don't have to give me credit. Now, that's done. So this is called the tracer and the blocker. This is the edger. It weighs 200 pounds, costs $40,000. I recommend everyone go out, buy their own, put it on your kitchen counter. You can cut your own lenses at home, and you will need this guy with the two thumbs to do it for you. The actual cutting wheel is this diamond crusted wheel that's going to grind away your lens material from this size to this size. And then this wheel in the center that has that little channel or valley, that's what's going to put the V-shaped bevel onto the lens so it stays inside the bevel of the frame. So I'm going to wake up the computer, and again, the job ID number 7170 has been transferred from over here. It tells me they're high index lenses, the bevel. I'm going to manually move the bevel of the lens so you have the least amount of edge thickness showing. And let's go ahead and put the right lens in, press that on there. Now the magnet's going to do its job a second time. It's going to attach itself to another magnet there in the chuck, or as I call it, the Charles, because I don't know this machine well enough to call it Chuck. So I'm going to hit the green button, and the dirty door is going to close. I should have cleaned this. I didn't realize I was going to have company come over. But there's two wide styluses. It's going to trace the shape of the lens. It's going to do it twice, going around tracing the shape the first time, and then measuring the thickness. If I was going to automatically tell it where to place the bevel, but I'm smarter than this machine, barely. So I'm going to tell it where to place the bevel in the frame so you have the least amount of edge thickness showing. And I'm going around seeing where that's going to be at. So I'm going to hit the start button. I'm going to write on here where I'm manually moving the bevel to. 1.5 millimeter front bevel. So the lens is going to drop down onto the cutting wheel. The water you see, that light flickering in the background, is going to spray for the duration of this lens being cut. High index lenses cut wet, where polycarbonate lenses cut dry. So again, these are lenses, that's how they start off this thick, but it's just like a bowl. It's thin in the center, thicker at the edges. So we're going to cut out and hopefully not have any edge thickness. Now, his prescription is stronger than average. The unit of measurement we use in the optical world is called a diopter, spelled D-I-O-P-T-E-R, starting at 0 and going up in quarter increments from there, 0.25, 0.50, 0.75, 1. So he's at minus 6.50. So he's at 26 steps. So he's on the 26th rung of a ladder. He is about twice as nearsighted as the average person. Now, with his glasses off, he can see every line on my hand, well, his hand, really. When his lenses actually minify the image down to the correct side, the opposite of magnify, we know what a magnifying lens is. His lens does the opposite. It shrinks the image down to the correct size that it should be. Now, this is his first pair of progressive lenses. He has 1.5 steps of magnification at the very bottom of the lens added to that, so it'll be roughly about a -5 power that he reads out of. Now he's getting the Duravision Chrome anti-glare coating. Anti-glare is 3 features in one. The first feature is it reduces glare when driving at night, particularly driving at night in the rain. But street lights, stoplights, computer screens, overhead fluorescent lights and such. The second feature is that it reduces reflections, hence the abbreviation ARC stands for anti-reflective coating. So millennials love it because you're less likely to see the reflection of your phone if you're ever taking a selfie, but when someone else, is better for cosmetic look, so when someone's looking at you, they don't see their reflection in your glasses. And the third feature, the practical side, it comes with the industry's hardest scratch coating. The machine that applies the anti-glare coating costs well over $1 million. It takes over 24 hours to vaporize 8 different coatings onto the lens. So because of the time and the expense, now I'm going to open this door with my mind. No, you like that? I can do other things with my mind. I can melt ice with my mind. I can. I just have to stare at it for a couple hours to get it to melt. Now, scientists have studied this phenomenon that I do, and they cannot figure out why I can melt ice with my mind faster in the summertime than I can in the wintertime. I'm going to see if the lens fits in there. It's a little large, so I'm going to take it down 1/2 millimeter. I'm going to tap this minus button until we get to -1/2. Hit retouch. So again, if you think you know why I can melt ice faster in the summertime than I can the winter, if you're smarter than a scientist, write your answer down on a $100 bill and mail it to me, and I will read your answer on the air. You don't even have to include your name. I'll recognize your handwriting. So what I'm doing, just like a piece of wood, you can always cut more off. You can never add it back on. So I start a little bit large, and I keep working down till it snaps into the frame. Now, while we're doing that, this frame comes in 3 sizes: small, medium, and large. And CockD'Sal got the medium. I wear this size. Now, it comes in 3 colors: crimson with cream on the inside, or cream with crimson on the inside. And unbeknownst to me, it was quite a surprise when I was at the conclave in Tampa this summer, 2024. This was my better selling color. Now, I have doctors, lawyers, scientists, architects, ministers that tell me they can't wear something that fancy on the job. Now, it says Kappa Alpha Psi on the inside. It says the color and the size as well as D9 eyewear. So I have the professional, or as I call it, the down low pair that has no markings except for Kappa Alpha Psi on the inside. So you've got that. And again, you can get them as sunglasses. Now, all I did was take the red lenses out of the cream pair and I popped them into the black pair. But if you want just a dark gray sunglass lens, I can do that too. Or if you want any other color mirror, I just did those. If you'd rather have a blue mirror, if you went to Michigan State and want a green, I can do that. Matte gold, shiny gold, matte blue, shiny blue, the cool blue, a darker blue, green, and red. And of course, matte silver and shiny silver. I can do those too. So let's see if it fits. I'm going to take it out, dry it off so it's not slippery. Tuck it in at the outside corners. Press down. Still got a little bit more to go, so let me take a 1/10 millimeter off this time. Put it back in, hit retouch. So again, the right lens takes the longest. Once I get that size down, I flip it over, start cutting the left, and that'll go by faster. Now, this frame, hang on, let me pull it down here. I got one here. Looks an awful lot. Don't worry about that. Don't worry, I'll get that. Those are safety glasses anyway. By the way, if you want Oakley, Polo, Ray-Ban, CockD'Sal, Versace's, I can do that too. This is an Oakley safety glass that I can do for people. I'm an authorized Oakley dealer as well. But that's my day job. I started designing glasses as my side hustle. But this looks an awful lot like a pair of Ray-Bans that I had, so I sent a pair of Ray-Bans to my manufacturer. I said, copy them. Take the shield off the front. Take Ray-Ban off the side. Put my brand on there instead of Ray-Ban. And this has a 3-barrel hinge, meaning it has 2 barrels on this, the temple, 1 on the front. When you put the screw in there, that becomes 2 on the temple. This piece is called the temple. 2 on the temple, 1 on the frame front, and you put a screw in there. That's 3 barrel. This is a 7 barrel, the strongest hinge, German metal, premium Italian acetate, German metal hinges, a 7 barrel, which has 4 on the temple, 3 on that. You put a screw in there, and this is built like a tank. The strongest hinge you can put on a pair of glasses. These are designed to last for many, 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 many years. And I'm going to write down the final size that I cut this lens to, so years from now, even though CockD'Sal lives here in Durham, let's say he was out in Los Angeles, I could mail him another set of lenses years from now, and I'll have a video showing you how to pop the lenses in and out, and he could take out his old prescription and put his new one in just like that. So now that's done, we're going to flip that over to L, put the magnet into the Chuck, the Charles, the Chucky baby, or the Lascel, I'll call it today. Hit the start button, and just like before, the door closes, the clamp shuts. The lens is going to go around tracing the left side of the frame. Let me lift that up so you can see as it's going around tracing the left side. Follow my finger, ding, turn the page. And again, it's measuring the thickness of the lens at every point, but I'm going to actually override and tell it where to place the bevel, so you have the least amount of edge thickness showing. Look, you got nothing there, Lascel, nothing. Nothing, nada, niente. These, like I said, he has some very strong prescription. Now I take that off, step back for the 3-point shot. Oh, I bricked it. All right, follow up, layup, offensive rebound, put back in. I take the sticker, now let's add it to my collection. You think I've made a few pair of glasses here over the years? I have cut tens of thousands of pairs of glasses for people in my community, and now I can do it for the Kappa Alpha Psi community. There are little laser engravings in the lenses that got washed off while this was cutting, so I'm going to mark them again. Dot this up, as we in the industry call it. And now, put the pen back. Now I can, just above that black dot, I'm going to put it into my Marco 101 lensometer and read the power off of there. And move everything around. Now I'm getting, where's my flashlight? I'm getting minus 650, exactly halfway between 6 and 7. That's exactly where you would find 6.5, halfway between 6 and 7. So his distance correction is perfect. At the end, I'm going to measure the pupillary distance and the optical center height to make sure that is perfect. But again, all that is documented here. Your pupillary distance, 33.5 for the right eye, 32.5 for the left, making a total of 66. Is that right? Yeah, 65 plus 1. The optical center height of 23. You're going to have all of this for your medical records. The lens packets that came with it, you're going to get my D9 cleaning cloth with the Kappa emblem, all my social media info, achievement in every field of humor endeavor. You're going to get the hard shell Kappa Alpha Psi case, the cleaning cloth, the Zeiss cleaning cloth. Not only are you going to get instructions on how to care for your frame and lenses for years, but on how to care for your cleaning cloth and your case, so those two will last you for years. Everyone who buys these at the show, the conclave or the conventions, and I mail to them, I also put in there a selfie request. I would love to have your selfie on the website. So again, you can go into any store in this country that sells the Ray-Ban 2132 new Wayfarer. They come in 3 sizes, 52, 55, and 58. The Kappa Alpha Psi comes in 3 sizes, 52, 55, 58. Now these come with sunglass lenses in them, a green lens from Ray-Ban, but you can try them on, and that way you'll know what size to buy here. And again, Lascell's getting the medium size. Take the lens out of there, dry everything off. Now I have the side I'm working on closest to me. Tuck it in at the outside corner first, which is the thickest part of the lens. We're going to put the thickest part in first. Push down with the thumbs at the nose, and it snaps right in. That came off. All right, I'm going to try and redeem myself. Pull the sticker away, add to my sticker collection. I'm going to raffle this off one day when I retire. Step back, see if I can hit another shot. Oh, look, I redeemed myself. I had to. Everyone's watching. You know, if I bricked twice, that'd been embarrassing. So the black dot is still there. I'm going to put it in over the lensometer. He has the same power in each eye, so I don't have to move the power drum. This is known as the power drum, starting at 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 50. Let me just double check that. Yep. Yeah, he's smart, but we know that. So I'm going to turn this white piece, we'll turn the card around. Man, I'm just making a mess here today. Turn the card around. Now again, his pupillary distance, 33.5 for the right, 32.5 for the left, for a total of 66. I'm going to place the PD stick against my thumb on his right lens, and when we hold it up there, we're getting 66 millimeters, so that is cut perfectly. The optical center height is 23, not to the bottom of the lens, but halfway through the plastic, because remember the bevel, the V-shaped bevel is in there. We're getting 23 millimeters, so that is cut perfectly. Man, I must have stayed in a Holiday Inn Express last night. So this is the last thing I would normally do. Well, second to last thing. But as I clean the lenses, I like to mention to everyone that when you get these in the mail, there's a small chance that these could fit too loose or too tight. However, there's an 80% chance that one side is going to sit higher than the other. That's because 80% of people have one ear that is higher than the other. Can you guys see that? The Ray-Ban emblem in the back, when I move his lenses, they minify. Whereas, versus magnifying that image, his lenses minify. So, but there's an 80% chance that one side is going to sit higher than the other. So I'm going to put these on the table and get in what's known as standard alignment. A 3-point stance, 1, 2, and the bottom or top of the frame being 3. I set it down on the counter and press down. There is no wobble. Now, when I take mine off, they wobble on the counter because I'm part of that 80%. I have one eye higher than the other. This is my North Carolina collection that I'm wearing. Don't worry, I'll be coming to a state near you. But I keep designing more and more eyewear. Flip this over, press down. There is no wobble. Close each temple to make sure they overlap perfectly, and that neither one is askew like that. Same amount of tension on each hinge. So that is it. So normally I'd wrap these up, get these in the mail, but I'm going to email him since he lives in my hometown. Now, anyone within an hour's drive of Durham, North Carolina, the Bull City, home to North Carolina Central, and I have been licensed to do glasses for North Carolina Central. Stop by and see me. I can give you all the personalized attention, the customized service that you want. But if you live all the way across country, I'll just have to mail these to you. But if one side is higher than the other, or too loose or too tight, just stop by your local optical shop and tell them. It takes about 30 seconds to a minute to adjust a pair of glasses if they're loose. You heat them up. This is just a hair dryer. You would heat them up to either, if they're too loose, bend them down to tighten them. If they're too tight, you would heat it up to loosen it. You can put in some curvature this way, raise the temple. Again, these are very good hinges. So if it's too low on this side when you're wearing it, by the way, let me use my model. If you're too low, you would actually push down on the hinge here. That would make, pushing down makes this size raise up. But this is what the glasses look like on him. Again, you've got the Noop and the 1911 there when the year you're incorporated at, is it Indiana, Illinois? I should have studied for this. I went to Durham Tech, so yeah, I didn't do the 4-year thing. Got the Kappa Alpha side there, front and back. And again, I did that just for social media pics because having them overlap. Oh yeah, look at that. See what I did there? See what I did? But I'll have more frames coming out in about the middle of next year. And of course, I'll be at the 2025 conclave. Is it in Phoenix, Arizona? I can't. It's somewhere. It's going to be hot. The only place hotter than Tampa in July. They pick somewhere in New Mexico or Arizona or somewhere like that. But I'll be there. I'll have some new models coming out. Now, I'm an authorized Delta, Kappa, and Omega Sci-Fi dealer. I'm working on getting the rest, but slowly but surely we'll get all the D9. If you have a Delta in your life, I can make glasses for her. Don't know if I'm going to do AKA, because y'all know they just high. They're just incredibly expensive for the licensing, and then they're going to want 30% of everything I sell. So I just don't know if I can afford to do them, being a small eyewear designer. But that is it. So thank you for watching. Lascel, who is again the polemark of the Middle Eastern Provonce chapter. He went to UNCG and pledged at the Mu Iota chapter. Look, y'all can tell I went to community college to learn my trade. Thank you so much for wearing these. He's going to be wearing these at all the monthly meetings. He's going to be a great ambassador for me. Please hook me up with the selfie. Do the @ symbol at D9 Eyewear whenever you tag me. Again, if you have any questions, go to the Contact Us page of the website. You can email me directly at d9eyewear@gmail.com. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, or excuse me, X, at D9 Eyewear. If you have any questions, call me, the licensed optician, at 919-590-0905. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Click the bell icon so you'll get notified every time there's a new frame and lens combination. And let's see, that is it. Please feel free to leave a question or comment in the comment section below, and I'll reply back to you. But CockD'Sal, or CockD'Sal, from the polemark of the Middle Eastern chapter. And again, he wants to give a shout out to all the other members of the Middle Eastern Provonce. So thank you so much for the purchase of the Kappa Alpha Psi Eyewear in color Crimson with Creme in the middle size, the 55 eye size, with your Zeiss Light D, D standing for digital freeform progressive lenses, with the Duravision Chrome anti-glare coating, your high index, the thinner, lighter weight lenses. Look, you have no edge thickness whatsoever. And I'm sure that's always been an issue with him, but that's because I moved the bevel, used the thinner, lighter weight lenses, moved the bevel so it would fit better. But thank you for watching. Oh, by the way, I'll have a link in the description below for anyone who wants to go into the website to check out all the frames I have in all the colors. Again, I can do these distance only. I can do them computer wise. If you're about 40 to 42 and you're having problems seeing your computer screen, I can do that. If you're over 40 and you're having a whole paperwork out here to read it, and you want to read it right here, I can do reading glasses. I can do the line style bifocal. I can do the invisible no line Zeiss progressive lenses. I can do photochromic lenses that turn dark when you go outside and then clear when you come back inside. I can do mirrored lenses, polarized gray. By the way, these sell for $149 complete with one free pair of clear single vision lenses. You can get them as is with polarized lenses in the mirror. You get, there is no cream colored lens, so I went with the matte silver, as close to a white color as I could get. The cream comes with the red, again, polarized gray lenses with the red mirror. And again, the way Lascel got them, I can do the professional black pair. I can do the black with any color mirrored lens. I can do the transitions that turn from clear to dark gray outside. Whatever you want, I can make happen. So again, the upgrade to high index. Now, single vision lenses start at $149 complete, frame and lenses, no matter what size, what color. The line style bifocal is $199 complete. As seen here, he got them for $249. You can't even get a cheap house brand progressive from Walmart for $249, much less a premium Zeiss progressive lens. With next time you're at a doctor, ask them for a digital readout of what you're getting from the manufacturer. You get that from me. The upgrade to the 167 high index lenses adds $50. The Duravision Chrome anti-glare is $69 for a total of $368. Now that is tax-free with free shipping anywhere in the US. But most doctor's office you go to are going to charge you $368 just for high index progressive lenses. You're getting the Duravision Chrome anti-glare. You're getting your good Noob eyewear. And you help support a small independent local designer such as myself. And again, if you want Ray-Ban, Polo, Oakley, Versace, CockD'Sal, I can get you those too. I'll have a link in the description below that will take you to my website where you can order all the major designers from, should you want that. American Optical, Silhouette, the drill mount frames, whatever you want, I can make happen. But again, CockD'Sal, the polemark of the Middle Eastern Provonce. Thank you so much for your purchase of your Kappa Alpha Psi Good Noob eyewear. And remember to click on the link below in the description. Now hopefully everyone else has gotten a chance to see how I bring that loving feeling back to glasses. Thank you.